actually a symbol of transformation, not only for small and medium enterprise, but also for women empowerment. So if you don't mind, the floor is yours, so that you can share with us. Thank you. Please.
Misi, IGTV, misi, IGTV.
Visit a place that is a symbol of Indonesia. It is magnificent talent, colors, and of course, people that make it. So, before I say the word impressions, I want to recognize people Jasmine, Ibu Yulia, Ibu Eri Daniel, Ibu Nona, and Ibu Mona and Ibu Nova. These are, and of course, our two ministers. Let me say that I have not been in Jakarta for 20 years. Last time I was here was 20 years ago. Jakarta is so transformed. It has remarkable improvements in infrastructure. There is now metro that didn't exist then. And it has this place which hosts the talent of micro and small enterprises. So you can be proud of the tremendous value Indonesian culture brings to Indonesia and to the world. My visiting Indonesia is for the G20 Ministers of Finance and Central Bank Governors meeting, one that brought us to discuss a challenging time for the world economy. On a darkening horizon, Indonesia is a bright spot. With over 5% economic growth, inflation much lower, around slightly over 4%, but much lower than the rest of the world. And most importantly, rapid expansion of exports, especially from micro and small enterprises. So bravo to you. I also had an opportunity to meet President Jokowi, a dear friend and a great leader of this country and of G20. We discussed about good policies that have made Indonesia stronger and how to continue to bring Indonesia into more dynamism and improving the standard of living of people in this great country. And when I told him that I would have a chance to visit here today, his face brightened because he knows how cherished what is being done by businesses here is by you, by everyone. I am going to fly away tonight, but Indonesia will be right here in my heart. So to everybody, here and to all the people of Indonesia,
permission of the two ministers, I know that it's a very long time, so I will ask the question to the floor. So we can ask two questions. So let me start with Pak Widi. Mas Widi, if you don't mind, we can ask the first question.
Thank you, John Iwan. My name is Widi. I'm from Business Indonesia newspaper in Indonesia. I have two questions for you. I'm sorry, three. It's a short question. Because we're okay. So what is the IMF's latest assessment of Indonesian economy and policy advice to cope with the economic challenges right now, such as inflation, capital outflows, etc.? That's the first. And the second is, I'm curious, if the war doesn't end within 2 or 3 years from now in Russia and Ukraine, what is the worst scenario of global economy? And I have my voice clear? Okay. What should we do to protect the economy? Thank you.
Thank you, Mas Widi.
Thank you for those questions. With regard to the Indonesian economy, over the last years, there has been tremendous progress in reforms that have made Indonesia much more resilient to shocks. And when COVID hit, because of these reforms, because of the strength of the macro fundamentals of Indonesia, the country succeeded to prevent a significant drop. There was a drop in economic output, but not as deep as in many other places. Very important, it prevented an increase in poverty by targeting social assistance where it is most needed. And today, it faces the second shock, the one from the war in Ukraine, with strong growth above 5%, with relatively low inflation, just slightly over 4%, and with very sound budget that is able to provide support, especially to vulnerable populations. 2% of the budget goes to help people who need that help. To protect Indonesia further, there are two very important policy actions. First, it is very important for fiscal policy in Indonesia to remain focused on targeted assistance, not to provide subsidies to everybody, including to the rich, but to target assistance to those who need it. Why? Because if fiscal policy is spending too much, that may push inflation up and then be a problem for monetary policy. Second, during the COVID crisis, the Central Bank of Indonesia, Bank Indonesia, has provided some monetary support working with the government, with a decision to phase it out by the end of 2022. And we strongly advise that this decision is respected, again, to protect the economy from the war shock. Indonesia is a market economy, but given the tremendous diversity of the country, there is policy support to, as we see here, enterprises. In other words, the state